you're a content creator of any kind, you need to start using our
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Talladega Superspeedway. The Gutter Team Truck Series is on the speedway. Practice just wrapped up. Trucks rolling out on the speedway now for qualifying. This is the Gutter Team Truck Series of the Iron Thunder Racing League. This is the Talladega 159. Show me your Dega as we get set to let loose on this 2.65 mile oval here in Talladega, Alabama. First few trucks out on the speed lane. Let's take a look. First truck we'll take a look at here on the speedway, it is the Mountain Dew Chevrolet Exalta 88 of Josh Ball, making his way now into turn number one. A big shout out to Josh Ball. We'll take a little look at the truck coming across the start finish line now. It'll be the newcomer, the Monster Energy, the 44 of Jace Mosier in that Ford F-150. Monster Energy on the hood of that machine. Another truck out on the speedway in the 51 truck. There is the South Point 51 machine. That is the Toyota driven by Nathan Shifflett. Good to see Nathan out on the speedway here tonight. That truck slows down the back straightaway, trying to get that machine up to speed. The 55 LaRue Motorsports machine. That Chevrolet Silverado driven by Will LaRue. Josh Ball, early quick time in that 88 machine. We'll take a look at the 27 of Manning Gregory. Josh Ball, quick time. 5.6254. 56.254 for Josh Ball. Elaine Hughes, second quick, followed by Carson Etheridge. Kevin Hash, he'll go to the top of the board as we get a look at that machine. Matt Quick to the top of the board. New quick time. We'll take a look at the 15 machine. That is the CA Cattle Company out of Smithdale, Mississippi. Driven by none other than Tristan Ott. That driver hails out of Macomb, Mississippi. 15 Chevrolet. See what time he'll get as he'll cross the line here. Oh, Tristan Ott just clicked his clock. Coming into tonight, Will LaRue, Josh Cully, your top two in points. See what 15 can lay down here. Rest of night will go 8th quick at a 56.250, 56.250. For Tristan Ott. Matt Quick still holds the top spot at a 56. 11 with a 3, 56.113, and his one lap. 66 of John Garrett still out on the speedway. 23 trucks have taken time. is over. Back quick time tonight. One. Get us a paint refresh in here. That taken care of and out of the way. But this is the last race before we get in to the playoffs, so we'll give you that information here shortly. Let's go ahead and get you the information for the starting lineup. Row number 1 on the end, scheduled to start on the inside, will be the 89 of Matt Quick. Scheduled to start on the outside of row number 1 will be 43 of inside of row number 2 to the 43 of Kelvin Mosier. To the outside of row number 2 to the 87 of Raymond Rittenauer. Row number 3, 66 of John Garrett to his outside lead commissioner out of Macomb, Mississippi, the 35 of Sawyer Ott. Row number 4 to 27 of Manning Gregory to the outside of the 05 of Bailey Curry. Row number 5 to the inside, Tristan Ott in the 15, the 88 of Josh Ball, scheduled to start on the outside of row number 5. Row number 6 will find the 29 of Elaine Hughes to the outside of 54 of Matt Cherry. Row number 7 the 25 of Brendan Closer, who's set to start to the inside. To the outside of the newcomer to 62 of Carson Etheridge. Row number 8 to the inside to 38 of Roger the Bulldozer Debo to the outside. Scheduled to start is the wrong car showing up. Row number starting lineup all messed up. Top 5 is choosing not to grid, so that'll put the 43 Kelvin Mosier on the front row. Outside of row number 1 to be the 35 of Sawyer Ott. Inside row number 2, 66 of John Garrett. Outside of row number 2, the 05 of Bailey Curry. Inside row number 3 to 27 of Manning Gregory. To the outside of the 88 of Josh Ball. Inside of row number 4 will be the 29 of Elaine Hughes. Outside of Matt Cherry. Row number 5, Brendan Klutzerhus, Carson Etheridge to the outside. Row number 6, Roger Debo to the inside. To the outside, the 44 of Jace Mosier. Inside, in the 18th spot of the 74 of Brian Wortman. Zach Chrysler to the outside. Inside, starting the 20th position, Matt Hendricks to the outside. It'll be the 5 of Will LaRue. Nonetheless, we're getting ready to rock and roll. We'll have it all sorted out here momentarily. 60 laps make up the distance here. No quick fix. Hopefully the trading paints reset worked. We'll get rocking and rolling here. Kelvin Mosier on the pole in that Hooters Chevrolet, getting ready to turn them loose here. They'll make the long slow crawl all the way over to the start and finish line. 66 miles an hour. They'll bring the field slowly around. The green flag waves from high top to flag stand. We are green. The Talladega 159. 2 by 2. There you go. Nose to tail off into turn number 1. Already one truck going to the bottom lane. That is the 80 of Josh Ball. John Garrett with some connection issues to start. That truck disappearing and reappearing. That is not Houdini. That is the Fort Worth screen printing machine of John Garrett. Two more trucks back in the back, electing to slip on back to the back to try to avoid carnage. And Sawyer Ott, no help on an outside. Here comes Matt Cherry in the 54 machine. He'll tuck in behind that 35 of Ott. But meanwhile, the 43 of Mosier will lead the field. Out of turn 4, Carson Etheridge already up into the outside wall. That truck will stay pointed in the right direction, and we stay green. Top lane starting to reform. There's Roger Diebold in that 38 machine. Ready to chomp up some competition with another truck electing to pull out. That top lane starting to pull up. Look at here. 11 of Tony Constantino, Mr. Gutter Team himself, has made an appearance here in the Gutter Team Truck Series, and he is ripping the lip at the top. He'll have help now, as one truck will jump up in front of the 11 of Constantino. The 54 of Matt Cherry will jump up Josh Ball. Thought about going up there. He'll go from the third all the way to the bottom lane. Now Constantino left out there with a 21 of Sam Green in that Cosmic Motorsports machine. Proton Bell on the quarters of that machine right along the bed. The Gutter Gang in the house. Tony Constantino making his appearance. Big shout out to Tony and the Gutter Team for the sponsorship here for our truck series. If you got a gutter need, call the Gutter Team. As a lot of in-race chatter going on, a big welcoming party for that 11 of Tony Constantino, and still up front pulling this field along. This is 43 of Kelvin Mosier. John Garrett runs at the second spot. Josh Ball will move up in front of Roger Diebold. He tries to get that second lane, pulling those top two trucks, weaving back and forth. If they can get those trucks settled in. The Hooters 43 of Mosier still leading this one. You're tuned in. We appreciate you for being here. Let us know where you're watching from, and as always, thank you. Josh Kelly Fan Club zooming in tonight. Roger Diebold on the outside, and the 54. Oh, tough break. Big push. Kelvin Mosier goes to the inside of the speedway. They all keep it straight. Two trucks to the bottom. Kelvin Mosier can hold on to this one. Looks like minimum damage on that machine. But we stay green. Tony Constantino, he'll take over the lead. Looked like a possible bad push sent the 88 of Josh Ball down in front. But new leader at the front of this field is 11 of Tony Constantino, and they're not scared to go at it here early. With 6 laps on the board, we got 3 lanes. 44 Jace Mosier with a little bit of connection issue. There is the 6 Nebula Esports machine that took victory last week. He'll pull to the inside. Stuff starting to heat up. He's going to get out of the heat. He'll stay out of the kitchen for the moment. But here comes the battle on the outside for the lead. 54 of Matt Cherry. Going to get a little bit, will take a little bit of getting used to calling that 54. Used to seeing Matt Cherry in a 48 machine. Takes some getting used to. Remember that 54 machine is Matt Cherry. But he has got that Ford F-150 rolling on that outside, with a big help from Roger Diebold, Roger Diebold's truck. All over the speedway here. 21 is Sam Green with a big push to the rear end of that 11 of Tony Constantino. We're one race away. This will be the final regular season race here tonight. Just tonight left in the regular season, then we'll start our chase to the championship in the round of 10. And as we watch the leaders up front, new leader will be the 54 of Matt Cherry. The big push from the 38 of Roger Diebold, but here comes strong on the bottom. 11 of Constantino, the 21 of Sam Green. Top 10 in your points coming into tonight. Will LaRue, Josh Cully, Roger Diebold, John Garrett, John Schwackert, the top 5. It'll be Josh Ball, Adam Schroen, Ray Rittenauer, Tresnot, Brian Workman. Your top 10 in points. Oh, Cherry will go up. Started to see a little bit of fluid coming out of the radiator system of that 38. That truck getting a little warm. And Cherry stepped out. Lose 3 spots in line. '66 of John Garrett right there, ready to push ahead on the back tailgate of that 38 of Roger Diebold. Another truck coming up there, third truck in line on the bottom. 44 truck shown as a 47. Don't have a 47 on the list. Gonna go with Ryan Workman on that machine. I believe that is the Brian Workman machine. I'm 100% sure. Maybe a newcomer, Dustin Franklin. Oh, Matt Cherry makes an evasive move right in front of Jason Ridebush in the 96. Almost spelt disaster. Elvin Mosier checking on him, and he is about a half a speedway behind. We are 11 laps into the 60, 50 laps to go. Left in the Talladega 159. Let's take a look, see. Yes, that 47 in the frame. I believe that is another four screen printing machine. Let me double check. Yes, another four screen printing machine. That is Dustin Franklin in the 47. Newcomer here to the Truck Series, Dustin Franklin, running right now in that 6th spot, scored in the 6th position. The two fastest trucks on the speedway. Let's take a look. They're currently 6 seconds behind your leader. Those two leading a 4-truck pack as they elected to start in the pit area. They currently hold the fastest lap of the race with a 50.682. And those four are the fastest four on the speedway. Everybody else closest to them is the 51, the mid 51 second range. They are catching up on the tail end of this field at the moment. Back up front now, though, it has gone single file. 38 of Roger D. Bolger, leader. Cosmic Motorsports 21 of Sam Green runs into second spot. Dustin Franklin rides third. Jason Roudabush in the 96 Toyota. He'll ride in the fifth spot. 33 of Josh Cully. That machine rides in the seventh spot. Jason Mosier, 8th. 9th will be Storm Patterson. As they just cross the finish line. 6th is Storm Patterson in 7th spot. Josh Ball, 8th. And then Gregory, 9th. 10th will be Sawyer High. Be 15 laps on the board this time by. Then they cross the start-finish line. It'll be 46 laps left here in the Talladega 159. And drivers already locked into the round of 10, no matter how their points night goes. Josh Cully, he got the win at iRacing Superspeedway on September the 14th as we opened up season number 5. Will LaRue swept the weekend, getting the pole and the victory. Race number 2 at the Charlotte Road 69. Will LaRue goes back-to-back and wins the Motegi 155 for our third event on September 28th. Storm Patterson punched his ticket into the playoffs last Tuesday, October the 5th at the Battle of Bristol Motor Speedway Dirt Track Edition. He also swept the weekend, taking the pole and the victory. Those three drivers, tickets have already been punched to the round of 10. No matter where their point position is, as long as they're in the top, I believe it is 20, 30, I think maybe top 20 in points. Top 25 in points, and they will advance. Do have 33 trucks started the race. One truck out of the event, the 70 of Dennis LaCroix. Not quite sure what happened to that machine. He is 14 laps down. Kelvin Mosier on the tail end of the lead lap, and the field about to gobble him up. The leaders have passed. He will be eligible for the free pass truck if and when the yellow flag flies here at Talladega Superspeedway. But once again, if you're tuning in, make sure you give us a like and let us know who you're pulling for and where you're watching from. Big shout out once again to the Josh Cully fan club. Pit road starting to heat up. 38. Roger D. Bowl to give up the lead. He'll get him the binders. And come down pit road. The 88 of Josh Ball. Slight damage. He'll come to 32 of Dan Half along with Justin White into 2. Chad Nelson into 72, the 9 of Adam Sharon. All safely on pit road. Turns the lead over back to the 35 with Sawyer. Pit road probably going to heat up here. We are 18 laps in with 43 laps to go. Let's see who dives off of pit road. Here comes the 47 of Franklin. Cherry's in. John Garrett's in. Nathan Shifflett, Zach Kreiser, Carson Etheridge, Tony Constantino. All in. Sawyer continues to lead. Sam Green in the second spot. 96 of Jason Radowitz right third. Fourth is Josh Kelly to sixth. Nebula Sports Toyota is Storm Patterson. Another wave of trucks going to come down pit road this time by. Here comes the whole top half of the field. They'll come down pit road. Rest of the field, as a matter of fact, will safely make it on the pit road, including Matt Quick, Kevin Hash, Raymond Rittenauer. They're all in. Right there with the 55 of LaRue, the 29 of Elaine Hughes. Hughes gonna miss it. You'll go past her stop. Back in. Trucks coming off a pit road, a very busy pit road. Sawyer not going to lead them off. 72. Oh, Chad Nelson just now coming off of pit road. Kind of Adam Schroen gets swallowed up here. 47 of Dustin Franklin. 66 of John Garrett will peek out front here. Get it all reset once everybody crosses the start-finish line. That round. Dustin Franklin, your leader in that 47 machine. John Garrett rides to the second spot. Roger Debo third. Josh Ball fourth. Fifth will be the 35 of Sawyer. 40 laps left as the field works their way down the back straightaway. Sawyer making that hard charge on the outside with a push from the 6 of Storm Patterson and Nebula Sports Machine. That is the 33. Wilson Farms CRT Small Engine Repair. Truckmasters.com machine. Third lane trying to work his way up there with Bailey Curry, the 21 of Sam Green. Curry with some damage on the rear end of that machine, not looking a bit to hurt as those two will power on the outside. Big push as they both get swirly, and that'll mess up that momentum they had, but they had it going on the outside here, riding the rim. Talladega Superspeedway. Drivers behind him getting a little white knuckle as we continue on. Hadn't talked about him a lot here. Here comes the one of John Schwacker in that LaRue Motorsports machine. He's out on that third lane. Dustin Franklin, 2 laps led here in that 47 Fort Worth screen, pretty machine, a beautiful paint scheme on that Chevrolet Silverado. Big moves are trying to be made now once again with Matt Cherry in the 05. It's all Fort Worth screen printing up front here. 3 trucks. At the front of this field, Roger Debo kind of laid off of that 66 machine. If I didn't know any better, I believe Dustin Franklin and John Garrett have worked together quite a bit. First time we've seen them do it so under the Iron Thunder Racing League banner. Newcomer Dustin Franklin already making his name known early in the going here. Well, getting close to halfway. 24 of the 60 in the books. 37 laps remain. Big shout out to Tony Constantino and the Gutter team. Their continued support of the Iron Thunder Racing League. Gutter Team Truck Series. Letter handed to me there to make sure that's taken care of. 25 of 30 of 60 down, 36 laps to go. I'll give you a quick rundown here in just a moment. As soon as we get them across the line here. Sam Green, who bailed earlier, getting a good push from John Schwackert in that LaRue Motorsports Chevrolet. Dustin Franklin, your leader. John Garrett, Sam Green, John Schwackert, Roger Debo in the top 5. Yeah, Josh Ball, Bailey Curry, Matt Cherry, Storm Patterson Sawyer out your top 10. As we sell off into turn number 4. Take a look at the 05 of Bailey Curry, who currently rides in the 7th spot. Matt Cherry behind him. Two packs, the 89 of Matt Quick on the tail end of this pack right here. They'll be separated. The 2 packs. Our second pack led by the 55 machine of Will LaRue. Kevin Hash behind him, Brendan the King Klusterhuis, 87 of Raymond Rittenauer, Tony Constantino, Dan Haff, Zach Kreiser. Two guys to watch for sure. 03 LSX, Isom's Custom Paint, and Collision, Cross Wrench Motorsports, Hash Brothers Performance Machine. Can get it done when it comes to Superspeedway. Look at the Gutter Team 35 out of Macomb, Mississippi. Sawyer on it. Start to break off into 3 packs now. Dustin Franklin is still your leader. We have a new fastest lap of the race, a 50.605 for the 21 of Sam Green. 9 lead changes so far tonight. 7 laps has been led once again by the 47, Dustin Franklin. John Schwackert trying to make his way up through there and get his name in the laps led category here tonight in that LaRue Motorsports Chevrolet. He's got a good chance at it right here. edge out just ahead in front of the 47. This time by it is a new leader for the moment. One of John Schwackert. That'll put our lead changes up to 10. Josh Ball, and we'll take a look in our view there. Josh Ball and the 38 of Roger Debold able to kind of just ride back here. Don't have to push through the top 4 trucks though. Really trying to stay nose to tail. Those two on the top have got their hands full. They've got to stay tucked to keep their momentum on the high side as numbers are greater on the bottom. Those two drivers really have to be on their P's and Q's. Stay along the outside as we'll get another lead change here at the line. 7, Dustin Franklin go back to the front and lead his 8th lap of the night. The one Patterson will lead that second pack. Bailey Curry in the 05, 54 of Matt Cherry. 5 Sawyer Rock, 9 of Adam Strong. 33 of Josh Cully. Riding the 11th spot, Matt Hendricks, 12th, 13th. Will be Tristan Ott. And in our third group, led by the 55 of Will LaRue. See the 1 of John Schwackert, 21 of Sam Green. They'll go single file. John Garrett to the outside. Looks like they may be making a swap at the front of this field. John Garrett will take over leading laps. His first lap led of the night, now up to 12 lead changes. Closing in on green flag pit stops once again. Arson Etheridge and the 44 of Jace Mosier along with Elaine Hughes. They're getting ready to get gobbled up here by our leaders. Elaine Hughes electing to stay on the bottom of the speedway as the leaders have to negotiate around slower car trucks on the top of the speedway, the slower truck of Elaine Hughes on the bottom, so a little bit of navigation needed. So far, the top 6 trucks have navigated their way around slower traffic. We are down to 29 laps to go, 32 laps on the board. 14 laps since our majority of the field has seen pit road. 38 and 88 of Josh Ball. Just a clarification, in the rule book here in the Irons of the Racing League Truck Series, if the field at a superspeedway is too wide, the slower truck must go to the top of the speedway. If we are 3 wide, the slower truck must go to the apron. There is no specification if the field is single file. .9 of Elaine Hughes held her line, did her deed. Move on, and worked out great for her as she is the 7th truck in line. And the first truck 1 lap down. She will get the opportunity to get that free pass if and when a caution should come out. We're closing down with some green flag pit stops. Lap by lap. And a big appreciation and thank you to the Josh Kelly fan club. Just seen it. We try to make it exciting as we can, whether the excitement comes from the speedway or up in the booth. We try to make it happen. And like I always say, y'all keep showing up and we'll keep showing out here in the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Getting close to Premier Rush and Premier Series, getting ready to start up. Gonna be exciting, some changes coming up in the booth. Make a better viewing experience for our Iron Thunder Racing League fans here on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. A lot of work going on behind the scenes, and not been able to work on it as much as I'd like to, but we are getting some done little by little, day by day. But definitely want the broadcast to be as good as the action on the speedway and the talent in the field. Every time the Iron Thunder Racing League goes green, no matter the series or the vehicle, a lot of talent stacked in the Iron Thunder Racing League. Big sponsors stepping on board for our truck series, Athens Screen Printing Rush Series, Fort Worth Screen Printing Premier Series. Pretty much the whole field, single file. John Garrett, your leader, he has led 6 laps. 12 lead changes. And we're going to get our first taker on pit road. 38, 66, 47. Looks like everybody going to make it down pit road. They'll make it in safely. That'll turn the lead over to the one of John Schwackert. '43 of Kelvin Mosier on the tail end, trying to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. That truck involved in an incident that wasn't of his doing. Has him behind the 8 ball, and he is trying to right the ship. More trucks come down pit road. They'll all make it on safely. Matt Cherry, Zach Chrysler, Nathan Shifflett, and Manning Gregory, Carson Etheridge, and Jace Mosier all come pit side. Tony Constantino, 6. Pit road gonna get hairy again. Let's see how many of them peel off. There they go. 33 of Josh Cully. Oh, almost contact. Curry in the 43 machine. Oh, Josh Cully, the one of John Schwackert, will make contact. Let's take a look. That 33 machine looks like a little bit of damage on the front end of that machine. See the rear, the damage on the right front of that machine. Hopefully that will not hindrance the draftability of that 33 machine. Matt Quick, your leader. And they'll peel off, come down pit road. Slower truck in front of them on the binders. Everybody going to get on pit road safely. Good job from all those drivers. Slower truck in front of them coming down pit road unbeknownst to anybody. in that lead pack. They'll all get safely onto pit road. That first spot goes to the 89 of Quick. '66 of John Garrett set to take back over the lead. It'll be interesting to see how far these guys can go on fuel. 21 laps in. Sam Green already 4 laps. He's seen pit road. Josh Ball, Roger Diebold. Interesting to see the strategies. We've got trucks spread over the speedway here. There's a look at the majority of the field. But now in camera view, that lead pack, and we'll work your way through the top 10. 41 laps go on the board, 20 laps remain. John Garrett, your leader. What about Sam Green? 88 of Josh Ball in that Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Roger Diebold in the 4 spot. Top 5. Zach Kreiser in the 5th spot. Nathan Shifflett rides 6. Dustin Franklin 7th. John Schweikert 8. Josh Cully 9th. Bailey Curry ran out your top 10. Four-second gap back to that second pack off your leader, John Garrett. Take a look. Zach Kreiser in the 39 and the 1 of John Schweikert leading that second pack as they try to run down your leaders. 3 trucks on the outside. About 5.1 seconds. Make it 5.2 separate 5th place and 1st place. Go back to our leaders. They are running single file nose to tail. With a lap truck, the 2 of Justin White. 1 lap down, first truck a lap down. In with the top 4, so 5 trucks, nose to tail. Lead is increased to 5.5, 5.6 seconds. They have now finally gone single file. About the only way they're going to be able to catch this lead pack. Some of these drivers not going to be able to make it all the way. It'll be interesting to see what pit strategy is applied. Not quite sure anybody can make it to the end. We are 18 to go, to be 17 to go this time by. Top 4. 8 laps since they've been on pit road. John Garrett up to 10 laps led. Will LaRue goes to that outside. Teammate did not go with him. He'll get stuck out in no man's land. He'll lose positions wholesale. He'll try to find a spot in line to get down. He'll be in danger of falling all the way back to the tail end of this pack. Finally, he'll get in behind the 05 of Bailey Curry. After losing quite a few positions. Back up front to your leaders. John Garrett still leading single file. Sam Green tucked in on that tailgate. Josh Ball rides to the third spot. Roger Debo fourth. Two of Justin White once again 1 lap down. First truck a lap down. That second pack. Franklin, Will LaRue working nose to tail on the outside, trying to get those machines around the 33 of Cully. They do. They'll fall back in line single file. That 5-second gap has now grown 8.1 seconds behind your leader is our second group. $14 to go this time around for John Garrett. Go back up front to your leaders. Matt Quick, Kevin Hash, Sawyer Ott, Trusted Ott, Ray Rittenauer, Matt Hendricks have the least amount of laps on their fuel. All now 8 laps on their fuel. Top 4, 11 laps since they've seen pit road. Strategy unfolding. 14 laps ago. We'll see where it all falls. Ready to find out here. We come to the start finish line. 13 laps. We'll know all the answers. The $1 million question. At the moment, at least. I want to take a moment while the action as to a minimum. Do not forget Tuesday, October the 19th, 9:05 Eastern. The green flag will fall on the Darlington 127. Darlington Raceway, 93 laps will make up the distance. Our first round of 10 in 2 weeks from tonight. October 26th to Richmond 125 Richmond Raceway. 125 laps. That will be the final round in the final race of the round of 10, and we'll trim it down from 10 to the top 4. Darren Thunder Racing League Gutter Team Championship 150. Atlanta Motor Speedway on Tuesday, November the 2nd. 98 laps or 150 miles to crown a Season 5 champion in the Gutter Team Truck Series. $12 laps remain. Work you through the top 10. Your leader, John Garrett, Sam Green, Josh Ball, Roger Debold, and John Swackert, your top 5. Justin Franklin, Josh Cully. 8th will be Zach Chrysler, 9th Nathan Shifflett. Caution out on the speedway. Yellow flag on the speedway, trying to find it. Looks like the 11 of Tony Constantino will bring out the yellow. 2 more trucks slow on the back straightaway. Our first caution of the night comes out with 11 laps to go. And a monkey wrench has been thrown in. Oh, 72 Chad Nelson, 27. Let's see how it all unfolded. Oh, it started way back in turn number 3. Keep an eye on that 72 truck. Chad Nelson. Oh, Nelson just drifts up the speedway. takes out Tony Constantino to 27. 72 involved. 29 got a little piece of it. Able to move on, but our first caution of the night coming out here with 50 laps complete. 11 laps to go. Your leader, John Garrett. Now we'll see how it all unfolds here. A big hats off to all these drivers. 50 laps on the board without a caution. We'll see pit road get hot and heavy right here. See all who comes down, definitely the ones that knew they weren't going to make it, and some that were pretty close look like they're going to stay out. Brendan Klooster, who's Matt Quick. Kevin Hash. Tressenot. Ray Rittenauer. Sawyer, Matt Hendricks. All staying out on the speedway. Those drivers that were questionable if they were going to make it, like they'll get track position. But if anything we've learned so far here in the Iron Thunder Racing League, knock on wood, I don't know if you can hear it or not, knocking on the old wooden desk here, hopefully cautions do not breed cautions and we can get this one finished under green. But never fails, Talladega Superspeedway getting ready to set up for some excitement. Field behind the iRacing official pace car, lights on around the speedway with 10 to go. Work you through the top 10 once they cross the start finish line. They give you that official rundown. Everybody has made their way out of the pit area. Like we will have 26 trucks on the lead lap. Kelvin Mosier getting his lap back. Finally, after he has worked hard, he'll have to take the free pass here. Take the wave around. We are one to go. Brendan Kloosterhoos. Matt Quick. Kevin Hash, Tressenot, Ray Rittenauer, the top 5. Sawyer rides in 6th. 7th will be Matt Hendricks. 8th, Josh Ball. John Garrett, 9th. Sam Green, your top 10. 11th will be John Schweikert. 12th, Justin Franklin. 13th, Roger Debold. 14th, Zach Kreiser. 15th will be Bailey Curry. 16th, Will LaRue. Nathan Shifflett, 17th. At Cherry, 18th. Storm Patterson, 19th. Josh Cully, 20th. 21st, Dan Half. 22nd, Justin White. 24th? Excuse me, 23rd will be Tony Constantino. 25. So trouble on the pace lap. Out of the 44 of Jason Mosier. Take a look at what happened. Coming back to the green. We'll have 8 laps to go once we take the green flag. Brendan the King Kloosterhoos, Matt Quick, Kevin Hash, Treston Ott, Ray Rittenauer, Sawyer Ott, green flag in the air. 8 laps to get it done here. Talladega Superspeedway. Quick will go to the bottom. He'll tuck in behind the 25 of Kloosterhoos. Sawyer Ott gonna let brother Treston in line. Josh Ball on the outside looking in. No help. Here comes help. John Garrett coming up on the outside. Getting ready to get heated. Matt Quick, Kevin Hash will leave the 25 on the bottom. They go to the top side. Here comes the third lane. John Garrett, John Schwackert. Quick out front for the moment. Bottom lane starting to resurge. 15 and 25. Got it moving. But it's outside time. 3 wide action all the way down. 66 will go to the lead. John Garrett to the front. Schwackert goes to the middle lane. 3 trucks in the middle. The meat in the sandwich as we run them 3 wide down the back straightaway with 7 laps to go. John Garrett leading out front. John Schwackert with a push from the 03 of Kevin Hash. Franklin giving a big push to the 21. Trying to keep those trucks pointed in the right direction. John Garrett, 17 laps led so far, getting ready to lead 18. Unless we see a surge from the third lane. Matt Cherry coming to the rescue. In the middle, he'll tuck in behind the LSX 03. Kevin Hash. 6 laps to go. Still holding it together 3 wide at outside lane. Only 3 trucks up there. The 39 of Chrysler. Half a truck length off. He'll close in on the back deck lid of Franklin. Rested on. On the high side. We're way back in the 11th spot now. Will be tied at the line. 19th lap led tonight here for the 66 of John Garrett. Franklin and Sam Green trying to still make that third lane work. With 3 trucks on the third lane. Bailey Curry has thrown his name up here in the mix. He'll be the 4th truck in line in the middle. Josh Cully has got options. For the moment, he'll go to the middle and make it 5 trucks in the middle. 5 trucks on the bottom. Dan Half in the 6th. Oh, Storm Patterson trying to find the tail end of this lead group. 5 to go to be 4 this time by. John Schwackert had a slight advantage. They'll still be side by side as we come through the trioval. 20th lap going to be led that time by John Garrett. Momentum in the middle for the moment. Now the bottom is going to charge back. 4 laps to go. Can we hold it together? Knock, knock, knock. Oh, getting swirly in the top lane with Franklin and Green. Tough work in that third lane with only 3 trucks. They're hanging in tough. Throw a blanket over the top 12 trucks, 13 trucks. Dan Half and Will LaRue trying to join the party as well. Josh Kelly now goes to that third lane. Three wide, slower truck. Gonna have to yield to the apron, and he will. As this field gets ready to power by on the outside. Tough break for Constantino. Oh, getting hairy up top. Kevin Hash and 21 of Sam Green getting close. To see Bullhorns out of the flag stand. We're three wide. Who's going to lead them to the line with 2 to go? That lap given to John Garrett. 2 laps in left here to determine the winner of the Talladega 159. Oh, whoa, watch out on that outside. Franklin may have made contact with that wall. He is still holding tough. Will LaRue now in that 55 in the third lane. He's going to try to tag the tail end of that 39 Autos owner of Zach Kreiser. Sam Green trying to get the side draft on that 03 machine. White flag going to fly right here. Sam Green putting the pressure on that 03 as he pulls down. You see the damage on the 03 contact from the 21. And right now, John Garrett is a car length ahead of the rest of the field. Working our way down the back straightaway one final time. Got a shot now. It's time to take it. Three wide into turn number 3. There goes the 121, the 03 up and over. More trucks. 66 of John Garrett will get left by the 89. We're coming to the, Garrett down to the bottom. 54, 88. 33 goes around. Who's going to win it at the line? And the camera. 54. Go back to it. Camera got stuck and contact 89, 54. Your winner, Matt Cherry, Matt Quick, and Will LaRue. Woo, what a finish. One more time from the gate. Let's get him. There goes the 121.03. Push there to John Garrett, got him loose. And what a finish. Talladega never disappoint. Get them up in the booth here momentarily. Let you look at the action. Celebration from Matt Cherry. Take a moment. We'll be right back with our race winning interviews. let's work on getting our first interview. Joining me up in the booth, the driver of the 55 LaRue Motorsports machine is Will LaRue, and your continuation of our podium interviews. Congratulations on what might seem to have been like a long night for the guys in the truck. Only one caution for 3 laps. Guys really put on a show. They got heated right there to the line. Congratulations on surviving a melee and another podium finish.
Yeah, this was a pretty wild race at the end. I mean, the race was pretty calm, the whole race, and there at the end, obviously everyone's gonna go for the win. So I just try and stay like safe, but at this point it's just luck.
Well, I tell you, man, it definitely has been a pleasure so far, and we'll get all the points figured out. But definitely, already got your ticket punched, and we'll next week we're gonna head to Darlington. Can you continue that streak of podium finishes?
I'll definitely try to. I mean, I'm normally I'm pretty decent at these types of tracks, so I think I would be pretty good with this LaRue truck, and same for my teammate.
Well, alrighty, man. We appreciate it, and we'll continue to look for that momentum to roll on into Darlington. Cup going in to the playoffs. The only driver to have 2 victories in the season, and definitely momentum rolling into the playoffs. Congratulations once again, and we look forward to seeing it all play out next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
I did the driver of the 55 LaRue Motorsports machine. Let's bring up Matt Quick. Joining me up in the booth now, the driver of the 89 machine, Matt Quick. And I'll tell you, some good racing. Guys made it almost to the end without a caution, an untimely caution coming out. But worked into your favor. You guys were going to look like you were going to stretch it out to the end. Played that strategy, starting on pit road. And was able to really take that caution in your favor as far as track position, and able to fight it out there at the end. It got really hairy, all the way down to the wire for you. But, man, congratulations on putting it together tonight and parking that truck in the second place and on the podium.
Yeah, we were going to have enough fuel to the end there. It just kind of mattered how the race was going to play out. I mean, it was just more entertaining with the caution, I guess. But I had enough fuel to make it. It was just kind of waiting until that happened. And the only thing that I was worried about is when those other guys were going to pit, how fast they were going. But I was keeping track of that. So regardless, I was going to make it to the end there. So, but either way, it was fun. It sucks that Kevin and Ray died, but it's another day on iRacing. So I want to thank Sawyer and everybody for putting up the league and just something in the off season here, and it's fun to be here.
I'll tell you what, man, we do appreciate you coming out and supporting the Ironton Racing League as much as you do, and it's always fun to watch you race, and definitely fun to see you, Kevin, and Ray, especially when it comes to super speedways, all the way back to the blown piston racing days, man. It's definitely been a pleasure, and look forward to moving into our Premier and Rush Series, and congratulations on that podium finish, and look forward to the rest of the year with you.
Thanks, man. See you later.
92nd place finisher, 89 of Matt Quick, and let's get old Matt Cherry up in here with us. Driver of that 54 truck joining us, and man, it got wild right there at the end. Come out of here with one caution for 3 laps at Talladega. It's a good night in my book. I know it might have been a little monotonous for you guys behind the wheel, but Talladega never disappoints, and it surely didn't disappoint right there at the end. Congratulations on surviving that melee and racing one of the best back to the line there. Congratulations on getting the Talladega 159.
Yeah, man, that was rough for those last couple of laps. We was three wide up there. That middle line, that's where I wanted to be at, but it just wasn't going nowhere. And, I don't know if they were just taking it easy or what they were doing, but I was back there beating Kevin's bumper off, trying to get him to go, but he never did go. So I rode, and them two, they crashed right there coming out of 4, and I thought for sure I was going to be in that, but it was a clean way to the start finish line, and I didn't mean to wreck quick. I was just trying to rub up against him, slow him down a little bit, but I think I ended up turning him around. But he still finished second, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he got second, but yeah, that was fun. But we had to win. We missed a few races. I think that locks us in now.
So yeah, I'm not sure where in the points you need to be to lock in with a win, but I'm pretty much going to say you got it. And in a must-win situation, I know it's got to feel good, and roll into Darlington, and it's still taking some getting used to seeing a 54 with a Matt Cherry name tag on it, and I think by next week I might be able to get it right. A couple times I had to do double take and look over at my monitor, but so used to seeing that 48, but and in a Chevrolet as well. So now you totally switch it up, throw the Ford badge on it, got the 54 on it. But nonetheless, man, it's always a pleasure getting to talk to you and seeing you run, and hopefully this will give you that much needed momentum to roll off into the playoffs and maybe knock a few more wins off and come out of here season 5 champion.
I've been doing this for I think 4 or 5 years now. I ain't won no championship, but I've won plenty of races. Yeah, we had the 48 on the side of it for the longest time, and I think this year will be the first year that we run a Premier Series with a different number. So it's always good for a change.
Well, I tell you what, sometimes it's little things like that, little changes that give you a boost of momentum and a little bit of somewhat I'd like to call maybe enthusiasm. Little changes are always good, and so far it looks like it's playing off, and we'll be excited to get into the Premier Series and see where it all ends up. But might roll into Premier Series as a season 5 truck champion. Congratulations on the win, and good luck through our rest of the races in the playoffs, and hopefully we'll at least get to talk to you up here in the booth one more time.
Yes, sir. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
You too.
Alrighty, your podium finishers, Matt Cherry, your winner, Matt Quick, Will LaRue. Finishing tonight in the 4th spot will be Sawyer Ott. 5th, Brendan Clutchtooth. Josh Brawl brings home 6th. 7th, Bailey Curry. 8th, John Schwackert. 9th to be Justin White. Jordan Patterson finishes in the 10th spot. One quick moment. We'll make sure to join us next Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night for our first round of the playoffs. 10 drivers locking their names in. Big shout out to the Josh Kelly fan club. Thank you for tuning in. And everybody else who tuned in, y'all keep showing up. We'll keep showing out from Talladega, Alabama. Good night, everybody.